Hi there, welcome to Jujubee DIY. I'm Sarah. Thanks so much for joining me today. Today I've made some Halloween decorations using rope, so if you want to see what I made, stay tuned. For this first project, I'm going to use this wood round from the Dollar Tree and some macrame cord. I picked this one up off of Amazon, but you can pretty much find this anywhere these days. Macrame projects are huge, and so it's easily findable or accessible. And I am just going to cut off about 24 inches for this wood round. If you use a different size wood round, you might need to adjust your size. But any wood round will work for this project. You could go bigger, smaller, thinner, it doesn't really matter. But what you're going to do is you're going to take your cord and you're going to kind of glue it along the edge, and then you're going to layer that up. And as you can see here, I just cut another piece off and I'm just going to hot glue that down, butting it right up next to that other one. And I'm going to fill up this whole wood round, leaving those strings at the bottom cut and long. Now, if you have this problem like I did, just kind of cut a piece off, fill it in the best you can. And this piece here just kind of was really tight squeezed down there at the bottom, but I just used my fingers and pushed it in, hot glued that all in. And then for that smaller area in the top, I just had to place a piece down, tuck it in with my finger, and just glue it into place. So the main thing is that you just want to get this covered. And to kind of avoid that, I think in the future, if you just go halfway down your round piece, that might avoid this little problem here, but it wasn't really a big deal. Now, because my wood round is a little bit thicker, I am going to glue the macrame cord along the edge as well to cover that up. And I'm going to do, keep butting it up until it's completely covered. Once I get everything covered, I am going to start separating these long ropes at the bottom. I want to just sit here and pull them all apart. This is a really easy thing to do. Just sit in front of a show and work on this while you watch your favorite show or YouTube channel. So it's very easy. Once you get it all separated, I am just using a wire brush. This is like a pet brush that I picked up from the pet section, and it's just wired. And I'm going to brush out my macrame strings, and it's made to do this, so it separates really easily, and it's just like brushing someone's hair. Now I have these Creatology Wood round pieces. These are little small wood pieces, and I just picked out a couple of sizes and painted them black for the face. Now I want to make a messy bow for my little ghosty, and so I cut different ribbons in different colors and sizes, and I'm just going to layer them messily in kind of a crisscross pattern and then tie the middle with a piece of ribbon. And now that it's tied in the middle, I'm just going to play with the ribbon strings on the end and just kind of separate it out until I'm happy with it. And then I am going to glue it onto my little ghosty here, and I will clean up the ribbon tails and cut them down so that they lay nicely on my ghost, and they don't, you don't want to make sure that it doesn't look too big on whatever you're putting your messy bow onto. That my bow is missing a little something, so I found this ribbon in my stash. It's just a bunch of little jack-o'-lanterns together in a ribbon, and so I cut one of the jack-o'-lanterns off and glued it down in the middle, and I thought that finished my bow off nicely. Now I'm just going to place a hanger on the back of my ghost using some more of that macrame cord, and I'm going to hot glue it down. And to secure it even more, I'm going to place some painter's tape right on top of that hot glue that I put over the top of those strings, and I found that this works really well. Now we're just going to trim up the ends of our ghost. So I am using a cutting mat and my cutting roller thing. You guys probably know what that's called. I can't remember what it's called. Anyhow, You can use scissors for this. You do not have to have the cutting mats and stuff. I just happened to have it and I thought this would be a really easy way to cut those strings, but you just want to make it, as straight across as possible. And that's all it is to this ghost. Here she is hanging on the wall, and I think it is absolutely adorable for Halloween. Today's video is part of the First Friday Open Challenge playlist that I host with my friend Lisa from Our Gray House. This month, our guest host is Amanda from 6 Kids and a Glue Gun, and the theme was to use rope in your project. This was a really fun challenge, and I hope that you will look in my description box for the playlist of all the creators who joined in. If you've never been to Lisa's channel at Our Gray House, I definitely suggest you go over there, check her out. She has an awesome video right now that has 21 farmhouse pumpkins, and then we have Amanda from 6 Kids and a Glue Gun. She is an amazing channel as well. She does such cute projects. So if you've never checked out Amanda, go check her out. All the links are in my description box down below. We're going to use 2 different sizes of these Dollar Tree fish bowls or candle holders. I think they're really candle holders, but they look like little fish bowls. And I decided to do 2 different sizes. And I'm going to use some of this double-sided stick tape from the Crafter Square section. Now, as you can see, I'm kind of puckering this tape up so that it'll lay nice and flat along that edge. But that's okay, because once I pull this strip off, I'm going to use my silicone face mask from the Dollar Tree, and I'm just going to press those bits down and just lay it against itself. And that way it's nice and secure right up against the edge of the fishbowl and isn't making a big mess. Now I'm going to use some of this really cute lace from the Dollar Tree. This was in the Halloween section, and it's like spider webs, and I thought that this would be a really fun way to do this project. I've seen this project done 1,000 different times on Pinterest, but I don't think I've ever seen anybody using any kind of a base on their fishbowl, so I thought this was kind of a unique take on this project. So I'm just going to press that lace into that double-sided stick tape, which is why we have that there. And I'm going to trim it off once I get it pretty close to where I want it. Once you trim it off, you can really kind of play with it and pull it and press it down even further. And the goal is to really kind of stick this lace down to the tape. And because it's, got some holes in it, it sticks really well. Now, if there's some areas that you need to use your glue gun for, you can do that easily because that tape is on top of the glass and it will stick to the tape. Like, you wouldn't normally want to use hot glue and glass together, but because you've got something in between the glass and the lace, it will glue to it. So that's a good reason to have that tape there too. Now I'm going to take some of the rope. This is from the Dollar Tree, and this is the smaller of the 2 sizes that I can get at my Dollar Tree. So it's the thinner one, and I'm just going to cut it off and place it along my fishbowl in this kind of manner here, as you can see. And we are making a little pumpkin out of this. So it's going to be, it's going to turn into a pumpkin. So now I am going to use some more of that rope, and I'm going to place it in a circle on the top there, and I'm going to swirl it around, basically kind of like a ice cream cone with my hot glue, and I'm going to create a stem. I thought that this was kind of the easiest way to do this. I'm sure that there are 1,000 different ways you can do a stem, and probably some really fun ways to do a stem, but this is just how I wanted to do this project. And since my goal was to use rope, I thought this would be perfect. So I'm just going to continue using hot glue and circling that around like a soft serve ice cream cone. And then I'm just going to kind of play with the end and make it look more like a pumpkin. And as you can see, here is how this turns out. Now I'm just going to add some battery operated lights inside my pumpkin. I think these lights came from I don't know, maybe Walmart. And then I have a set in the other pumpkin that you'll see here in just a second that came from the Dollar Tree. They were kind of a blue color. But that's all there is to this project. How cute is this? And here they are set up in my display, and here they are lit up. So cute. Okay, this last project is super quick and easy. I'm going to take one of these cubes from the Dollar Tree and then one of these dowels from the Dollar Tree. They came in like a package. I found them in my Dollar Tree in the Crafter Square section, but you could use like the ends of the foam paintbrushes for this too, or just a regular dowel. And I'm just going to glue these together just like that. Now I got this ribbon from Temu, and it is like a jute cord or jute ribbon, I guess. And I am going to use this to create a cute little witch's broom. So this is going to be a perfect project if you have a little space where you need a cute little decoration, or if you have a tier tray. It's super cute. So I am basically just going to glue this around my dowel here, and I want to cover that square up. And the reason that I'm putting this square here is because I want this to be able to stand up on its own. So if you don't care if it stands up, or you don't want it to necessarily stand up, you don't have to use the cube, but you'll just want to go around your dowel a few times until you're happy with the coverage that you get, and then you'll just trim it off just like that. And as you can see, that orange kind of ribbon at the bottom, you just pull that off and it reveals all of those little strands for your broom. How cute is this? And these are super quick and easy to make, and they are just adorable and will look so cute on a tier tray. And here's a look at our final projects. Guys, that's all I have for you today. As always, thank you so much for joining me, and leave me a comment down below. Let me know which project was your favorite. Make sure you go check out Lisa and Amanda's channel along with the playlist. I'll have those linked in my description box down below. I hope you all have a happy, healthy, and blessed day, and until next time, bye-bye.